So we have been given this, and A plus B is less than equal to 90 degrees. That means the angles A and B, their sum is either equal to 90 degree or the sum is less than 90 degree. Both these angles are acute in that case. Only then we will have this. Rhythm has already sent me the answer, the complete answer. Yeah, that's right. Let's just take our while. And the second thing they have given is A is greater than B, and why this is required, because as you can see, they are writing down the value for tan A minus B. So when they are using an angle A minus B, whatever is the measure of angle A and the measure of angle B, their difference should be positive, and that will only be possible if we have bigger value minus the smaller value. So tan of A minus B means it will be a positive angle inside. So we have to find out what are the exact measures of angle A and B in degrees. So we are going to just write down these two equations given to us, and we are going to try to solve them. And it's an important type. There is, I think, an example also. Example number 8 is also similar to this one. So we have question number 3. You have been given that tan A plus B is square root of 3, and second thing is tan A minus B is 1 by root. So what we want to do is the value on the right hand side. This is the value, and right side contains the value, the left hand side contains a t ratio. So you cannot compare a t ratio with the value. This is the first thing we want to see here. On the left hand side, we have a trigonometric ratio of some angle. Right side contains the value. So we want to write the trigonometric, we want to write the value as a t ratio. So from the table that we have, from the table of values, can you identify if we have any value root 3 for tan? So you could just go back to the table of values in your book on page number 185. I'll just take you back. This is the table that we have. So this is the table. Now I want you to look at this column, just this column, the one with tan. Because
tan 60.
क्वेश्चन में हमारे पास tan दिया हुआ है. Tan of some angle is given as root 3. So from here, can you identify किस angle का tan root 3 है?
60 degree.
This is what we are going to use in the question. We are going to replace the value that's given to us, this value over here, root 3. From the table, this value actually is for tan 60. And on the left hand side, I still have the value in variable form, so I cannot do anything about it. So from here, trigonometric ratio for tan of some angle is equal to tan 60 degree. From here, we have the value of the angle as 60 degree. You can also think of this way कि आपके पास कौन से एंगल के लिए tan root 3 आएगा. So from here you can know that A plus B should be 60. Only then tan A plus B will be under root 3. This is another way of doing it. But I suggest that you write it this way, that tan A plus B is actually equal to root 3. Root 3 can be written as tan of 60. From this relation, tan A plus B equals to tan 60 degree, what I get is the value of the angle for which tan is being written on the left hand side is equal to the angle which I have obtained from the table. Table में से जो मैंने angle recognize किया है, A plus B की वो value आ गई. This will be equation number 1. Similarly, I want to find out from the table if there is any angle for which tan of that angle is 1 by root 3.
Tan 30 degree.
30 degree.
That's right. For tan 30 degrees, we have the value as 1 by root 3. So from here, what will you have? The value of the angle is 30 degree. This is equation number 2. Now we want to solve equation number 1 and equation number 2 and find A and B. Can you solve? You've got two linear equations in two variables.
Yes.
So let's add
Remember,
one and two. You can use elimination, yes, definitely, because it's sum of the same values and difference of the same values. Just go ahead.
Ma'am, B comes out to be 15.
M and A comes out to 45 degree.
45. Yes, ma'am.
A comes out to be 45 degrees. Use it in any of the equations. Let's use it in 1. So from there, if I put this value in 1, I have 45 plus B equals to 60. So B comes out to be 15 degrees. So you have your answer here. And do example number 8 along with this. Example number 8 of your chapter, it's similar to this. Try that along with this one. After this, we have true false. True false in the chapter, in the exercise. State whether the following are true or false. Justify your answer. Sin A plus B equals to sin A plus B. Is it true?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
You can take values for A and B, and then you can decide for yourself other than 0 and 90. Just try and solve. Take any two acute angles and think of solving this, whether sin A plus B equals to sin A plus sin B. In general, if I tell you that this actually is a formula you will be studying in higher classes. So if you have sine of two angles sum, आपको साइन लिखना है for the sum of two angles, इसका आंसर डिफरेंट होता है, ये नहीं होता. It's actually a formula. So as for now, you could know that also that this is incorrect, but अगर हमें check करना हो, so we could take the values for A and B on our own. कोई दो values assume कर लो, एक को 30 ले लो, एक को 60 ले लो, and then try to solve. On the left hand side, you will have sin 90, which is 1, whereas on the right hand side, you will have sine of 30 plus sine of 60. This will be 1 by 2 plus root 3 by 2. This is not 1. So as you can see from here, the two values are not equal. The statement given to you is incorrect. This is false. The first statement is false. Although you have to just write down, you should know the reason why it's false. The statement is false. The next one is the value of sine theta increases as theta increases. Sine theta means we are writing the sine, trigonometric ratio sine for an angle. जैसे जैसे angle की value increase होती है, वैसे वैसे sine की value भी increase होती है. For this, you can refer to page 185, the table that we have drawn. You can take a look at the table and you will see for sine 0, what's the value?
0.
Sine 0 के लिए value क्या है? 0. अगर हम angle, yes, let's increase the angle. Let's take sine 30. Angle increased. What happens to the value?
1 by 2.
Value increased from 0 to 1 by 2. Let's take it further. Let's go to sine 90 directly.
It comes as 1.
1. So I increase the angle and the value has also increased. So what can we say about this statement?
True.
True. This statement is true. Now, same way, the way I checked for sine, I want you to check for cos. Cos के लिए टेबल में चेक करो values कैसे हो रही हैं. Cos 0 and cos 90. First to last compare कर लो. Angle increase हुआ. I've increased the angle. What happens to the values?
Decreased.
Opposite है यहाँ पे? Yes. So this statement will be false.
False.
And later on in higher classes, you say that sine is an increasing function and cos is a decreasing function. Means as the value of the variable increases, the value of sine increases, and as the value of the angle increases, the value of the cos decreases. The students are having trouble. Mansiyat is having trouble today. She's unable to join. Okay. Now, fourth part, sine theta equals to cos theta for all values of theta. Is that true?
False.
This is also
Ma'am,
false.
false.
सारे एंगल्स के लिए साइन कॉस इक्वल नहीं होते, कौन से के लिए इक्वल होते हैं?
45.
यस, टेबल में से चेक करो, टेबल में जो मिडिल वाली वैल्यू है, at 45 degrees both of these ratios have the answer as 1 by under root 2.
Under root 2.
Sin theta, yes, sin 45 equals to cos 45, but that's true only for theta as 45. बाकी अगर देखेंगे तो नहीं equal. What about the last one? Cot A is not defined for A equals to 0. This is again from the
True.
table.
True.
Yes, true.
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 This is true. Any questions still here?
No,
Anyone who
ma'am.
would like to ask anything? All right. So the next topic that's given in your book is not in your syllabus anymore. So you can just write down, that means we are not doing the next exercise. We are just moving to the last exercise, exercise 8.4. This is a deletion made this year due to COVID. So we will be doing exercise 8.4, which is on trigonometric ratios. Sorry, trigonometric identities. I was wrong with it.
Ma'am, 8.3 exercise मुश्किल थी.
No, beta, it was very easy.
Yes, ma'am.
It was very easy actually. In fact, it wasn't that tough, but उसकी applications इतनी नहीं है जितनी इसकी हैं, trigonometric identities.
Okay, ma'am.
And
Ma'am,
this
full
is,
size ma'am cut है.
yes, पूरी एक size cut है beta. This is very important.
Okay, ma'am.
So what basically means to say by a trigonometric identity is an equation involving trigonometric ratios of an angle. किसी भी angle के लिए अगर हम trigonometric ratios लिखते हैं और we write down the relation between them, then that equation is called a trigonometric identity if it is true for all values of angles involved. मतलब अगर हम relation लिख रहे हैं between trigonometric ratios, ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रेशियोज जब भी लिखी जाती हैं किसी एंगल के लिए लिखी जाती हैं, तो हम मे बी 1 मे बी 2. Rhythm, beta, this is a state of mind actually. Rhythm is asking if exercise 8.4 is difficult. So I will just tell you that if you actually learn the trick to solve those questions, you find it really interesting. Although it does require a little way around questions. थोड़ा सा आपको स्मार्ट होना पड़ेगा 8.4 के क्वेश्चंस करने के लिए, लेकिन डिफिकल्ट नहीं मैं बोलूंगी. आई वोंट से इट्स डिफिकल्ट. यस, देयर आर ऑलवेज सर्टेन क्वेश्चंस जिनमें आपको याद रखना पड़ता है कि आपको इस तरह से इसको सॉल्व करना है. इफ यू रिकॉल ज्योमेट्री फ्रॉम लास्ट ईयर, सो उसमें थोड़ा सा आपको याद रखना पड़ता था कि अगर इस क्वेश्चन का प्रूफ करना है तो आपको ऐसे ही लिखना पड़ेगा. आप ये प्रूफ करोगे, उसके बाद ये वाला स्टेप आएगा, ओनली देन यू विल बी एबल टू गेट योर आंसर. So there will be certain parts in this exercise or questions related to this topic जो आपको थोड़े से याद करके करने पड़ेंगे. याद इन द सेंस पूरा आंसर नहीं याद करना, बिगिनिंग याद रखनी है कि आपको कहाँ टर्न करना है. लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू विजिटिंग समबडी, यू शुड नो एटलीस्ट कि उसका घर कौन से एरिया में है, आप किसी और ही जगह ना पहुंच जाओ. So just like that, you should at least know in which direction you want to go. So if you are aware of that, then you can proceed the way you would do in normal questions, other questions. It's not difficult, and the more you practice, the more you will enjoy these. Yes, initially you are going to think of these as what are we doing here? Like that will be your expression. पता नहीं मैम क्या करवा रहे हैं. Don't get scared. पहले बिल्कुल decide मत करना कि ये tough है. If you will make up your mind beforehand, फिर आपको, if you've decided it already, then I cannot change your mind. Keep it open. So we have a relation existing between trigonometric ratios, और जो relation हम लिखेंगे वो equation की form में लिखेंगे, और वो जो relation है वो किसी भी angle के लिए अगर लिखा जाए तो वो true होगा. This is what a trigonometric identity is. Relation between trigonometric ratios. Those trigonometric ratios are obviously written for some angle, and it is an equation relating those trigonometric ratios. आपको relate कैसे करना है, उनको एक equation बनाकर relate करना है. और वो इक्वेशन ट्रू होगी आप चाहे कोई भी एंगल ले लो, the one which is used in the formula. So I'll just show you how these identities have been formed, and then we are going to apply these to solve the questions in the exercise. So you are all aware of the Pythagoras theorem?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the Pythagoras theorem. Because हम trigonometric ratios की बात कर रहे हैं और आपकी trigonometric ratios यूज होती हैं आपके पास एक right triangle में, और हमें right triangle के बारे में क्या पता है कि हम उसमें Pythagoras theorem लगा सकते हैं. So the first step I want to do is I want to divide these sides by h square. Both sides or divide throughout. So I'm just modifying this Pythagoras theorem. What I'm doing is I'm just modifying it a little. The way it will look to you will change now. So what will happen if I divide each of the terms by h square? So I get these two fractions, and on the right hand side I've got h square by h square. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So right hand side actually becomes 1, whereas this ratio here is p by h whole square. The second one is b by h whole square, and this one over here is 1. Can now you identify which trigonometric ratio this is? किस trigonometric ratio के लिए आप p by h लिखते हो और b by h लिखते हो? First exercise में करके आए हैं हम.
Sine and cosine.
This is for sine, this is the square of sine, and this is for cos. This is the identity that we have. This is the first identity. And since sine and cos both are written for an angle, so I would like to mark the angle here. Let's name the angle as theta. So I have a right triangle in which I've taken acute angle as theta. So for this particular triangle, if I write down sine and cos and square them, add them, the answer will be 1. This is the first identity that we have. Now for the second identity, I can modify this right here, the one I have obtained here. Let's name it as 1. This is Roman 1 I have used. So you can either modify this relation, equation number 1, or you can use this again. मैंने पहले किससे divide किया था? H square से. Now you can choose to divide by p square. Divide equation number 1 throughout by p square. Yes, Shreyas, you can. So divide this equation over here, the Pythagoras theorem, by p square. So p square by p square plus b square by p square equals to h square by p square. Can you tell me what we get? No, beta, no need to write down. No need to write down. This is a general way you should know कि आपके पास ये ratios आई कहाँ से, identities आई कहाँ से. आपको रट्टा लगाने की जरूरत नहीं है. You just need to understand that this is only Pythagoras theorem modified. Why we are modifying the Pythagoras theorem and why I am dividing? Because once I divide, I get ratios of the sides. And once I have the ratios, Pythagoras theorem gets converted into ratios now. So ratios actually are your trigonometric ratios. So that's how I'm telling you, in case you forget, exam में आपको भूल जाए, or you are doubting yourself, which generally happens. Confusion होती है कई बार कि आप correct identity लिख रहे हो या नहीं लिख रहे हो. This is a way you can check. So this is the identity. Let's divide both sides by p square. So can you tell me b by p कौन सी t ratio है?
Cot.
Cot.
So this is cot square theta. And what about h by p?
Cosec.
This is the inverse of sine. Sine का reciprocal है ये. So this is the second trigonometric ratio. This is generally written this way. And how do you think we will obtain the third identity? We again have our Pythagoras theorem. Earlier I divided by x square, then I divided by t square. Now what do you want to do?
Dividing by b square.
Yeah, let's divide by b square and see what happens. You will get p square over b square plus b square over b square equals to x square over b square. So identify. This gets cancelled, this becomes 1. And identify the other two trigonometric ratios. T by b.
Tan.
This is tan square plus 1 equals to. What about h by b?
Second.
Secant.
Secant square theta. So this can be written as secant square theta minus tan square theta equals to 1. So these are the three trigonometric identities that we are going to use in the questions. At any given time, these should be on your tips. Sine square plus cos square is 1. Secant square minus cot square is 1. Secant square minus tan square is 1. Just like in first exercise, I told you that you should be, like, the ratios should be by heart. Agar main bolti hu sine, you should know it's p by h. If I say cos, you should know it's b by h. So if I take any ratio, you should like have it in your mind. आपके mind में immediately आ जाना चाहिए कि मैम जिस रेशो की बात कर रहे हैं मुझे उसमें कौन कौन सी साइड्स को यूज करना है. सेम वे जब आप आइडेंटिटीज वाले क्वेश्चंस कर रहे हो, how would you know that you're doing questions based on identities? It's very simple. When you look at the questions, you will know identities से solve होंगे ये. So these are the type of questions you can see. I will just take a look at the last one over here. Prove the following identities. So इस तरह के एक्सप्रेशंस आएंगे, वो आइडेंटिटीज से सॉल्व होंगे. तो आपको सारी की सारी आइडेंटिटीज उसी टाइम माइंड में आ जानी चाहिए. एंड समटाइम्स द स्टूडेंट्स लाइक टू क्रैम दोस, जस्ट लाइक हमने प्रीवियस एक्सरसाइज की थी जहां पे हम स्पेसिफिक एंगल्स के लिए टी रेशियोज लिख रहे थे. मैंने आपको सजेस्ट किया था दैट यू कैन मेक अ टेबल बिफोर हैंड. वो क्वेश्चंस करने से पहले एग्जाम में आप टेबल बना लो. अगर आपको वैल्यूज याद नहीं है तो आप टेबल बना लो, टेबल में से आप वैल्यूज देख के अपने सम्स कर सकते हो. I think this is the way you have been doing questions in the exercise. You just turn back a page or table वहाँ पे है, वहाँ से values देखिए और sum solve करिए. But I suggest that you should have those values by heart. But still आपके पास option है. Same way अगर आपको identities, trigonometric identities याद हो जाएं, that's well and good. That's the best thing that you could do. But in case आपको याद नहीं होती तो I have shown you how you can always make those identities by using Pythagoras theorem. So you will form the identities on the spot and then you can use those to solve your questions. And these are the type of questions which require the use of those trigonometric identities. All right. If anyone has any questions here.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm just going to start with the, wait a minute, let me just, from exercise 8.4, there's one question to be deleted, this one. Question number 3. This is related to 8.3. So this will be not in your syllabus. And before we do question number 1 and question number 2, question number 1 or question number 2 करने से पहले, I would like to discuss question number 4 and 5 with you people. So let's take a look at question number 4, which is a multiple choice question. Choose the correct option and justify your choice. So the first part is 9 secant square A minus 9 tan square A is equal to, which of these is the correct answer? So let's just simplify. We did questions like these in 8.1, I think. 8.1 or 8.2? 8.2. We did questions like these in 8.2 as well, where we had an expression और आपको options दी थी to pick the correct value. And what we used to do was we would evaluate the expression in order to identify the correct option. Same thing will be done here. We are going to simplify this expression in order to realize or find out which of the given options is correct. So let's just do that in the notebook. I would like you to list the identities in your notebooks before you start the exercise. So you can just list the 3 identities, the ones I discussed with you. And you can write these in any order. Let's simplify. What can we do about this? We can take 9 common. And what do you think about this? What will be the answer?
9.
Now you can pick the option. Which option is the correct one?
B part.
Option B is the correct option. Anyone
Excuse
who
me,
has a
ma'am.
question? Yes, Kanishka?
मैम हमने यहाँ पर ये भी लिखना है यूजिंग आइडेंटिटी नंबर 3.
No, you don't have to write down the number of the identity. If you're going to write down the identity, I suggest that you write it this way. That secant square A minus tan square A is equal to 1. So identity is this, that secant square minus tan square is 1. The angle should be same. The angle should be same. So instead of theta, the angle written here in the question is A. So either write this or just do it directly. It's not
Okay,
required to. Yeah. If you want to write down, just write down that expression in the bracket here. Secant square A minus tan square A. Its value will be 1. That's the identity.
Okay, ma'am.
After this, we have second part. 1 plus tan theta plus secant theta in one bracket, and in the other bracket we have 1 plus cot theta minus cosecant theta. You have to find out the value for this one. Now the simplest way we would like to simplify or evaluate these is, if we are not having the ratios in sine cos, we would like to simplify them. बिल्कुल उनको basics पे ले आओ, आपके पास जो भी expression है. So let's just write down the question. This is what we have, and what I want to do is I want to simplify these, and the easiest way, normally जो method आपका हर question में use हो जाता है, वो ये है कि आपके पास जितनी भी trigonometric ratios हैं, आप उनको जितना simplify कर सको उतना better है. Rather than simplifying this brackets first, go ahead and simplify these: tan, secant, cot, and cosecant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write all of these in the form of sine and cos. Like I'll just give you one example. Tan is the ratio of sine and cos. Secant is the reciprocal of cos. Cot is the ratio of cos by sine, which is the inverse of tan, the reciprocal of tan. Then cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. This is what I'm going to do. And use the same angle with each of these. Each of these is written for theta. This is the first step. Usually this works for simplification. And now simplify your brackets. Let's take the LCM here in the first bracket and in the second bracket. What will be the LCM in the second bracket?
Sin theta.
Sin theta.
Sin theta. Let's see what the numerator is in the first bracket. This could have been written as 1 over 1. So you have cos theta plus sin theta plus 1 over here. This will be sin theta plus cos theta minus 1. Any questions still here? Anyone who would like to ask anything?
मैम cos theta के बाद मैम प्लस है कि माइनस प्लस?
In the second one or in the first one?
In first one.
Plus.
Plus. Okay, ma'am.
Now, what we have is, we have cos theta plus sin theta plus 1 in the first bracket. In the second bracket, we have sin theta plus cos theta minus 1. Whereas the denominator, let's just multiply the two. We have cos theta multiplied by sin theta. I've written it only in simplified form. अभी मैंने इससे कुछ work नहीं किया at this step. Now, I would like you to observe this and this. What do you see? Consider this as first term, this as the second term, this as the first term, this as the second term. This will be A and this is
A
B.
B into A minus
A plus
B.
B,
Ma'am,
A minus B.
So in the first
A-
bracket, we have sum of the same terms and difference of same terms. So you can apply the identity. This becomes identity A square minus B square. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So we are going to apply the identity here now in the numerator. So we have A square. Now remember, A is this bracket, square of A. This will mean we have cos theta plus sin theta squared minus 1 squared. This is how the numerator has been simplified. Whereas the denominator is written as such, the product of cos theta and sin theta. Any questions still here? So let's just apply the identity A plus B whole square. Expand this whole square. You have cos square A square plus B square plus 2AB. And the square of 1 will be 1. In the denominator, you have cos theta multiplied by sin theta. Now, at this step, can you see if any identity is applicable?
Ma'am, A square plus B square